All right, guys, it is night 2 of the 31 Days of Halloween horror movie marathon review extravaganza!
That's correct.
Exclamation point. And we are ready to watch another movie. I hope you guys are too. Let's see what we get tonight. Stick around and we're going to pull a movie. You know how it works. We're going to pull it from a random selection of movies. That's what we're going to watch, and then we're going to come back and review that movie. So stick around. All right, guys, so here it is. This is our bucket of movies. All the movies are right here on these sticks, facing down. And the movie that we have watched right here in the last episode, if you did not see that, this is what we watched, Rosemary's Baby. And before we do draw this, Mitchie, tell them what to do.
Oh, like this video, subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, comment down below what's your favorite Halloween movie, and
Turn
hit
on
that.
notifications, yeah.
I was good.
I didn't know if you were there. I'm sorry. That was my fault. I totally interrupted you.
You've been doing this on your own too much lately. Hit the bell for notifications for when we do post videos.
Yes, it will tell you each time, so that's awesome.
Okay.
Okay, guys, are you ready? Let's pick a movie, shall we?
Okay.
What do you think?
I don't know.
All right.
I forgot.
Ooh, guys, we've got a new one.
Yep.
This just recently came out, and it is, ready? 3, 2, 1, boom. The Devil Below. I believe that's a Netflix movie, and that will be exciting. I can't wait to see that and review that. Anyway, let's get this wrapped up. Neither one of us have seen it. We'll give you a 5-star rating, rating 0 to 5, and we'll do that after we watch the movie, so stick around.
Hey, Dad.
Go get your tools. I'll meet you in the truck. Eric?
Eric!
I got you.
I'm looking for directions to Shockham House.
You never heard of it.
What are you expecting to find here?
Even with a great fire, people don't just disappear. Something else happened.
What are you doing here? We shouldn't be here. I want them gone.
Why do you need private security for a scientific expedition?
Well, to keep us safe.
Safe from what?
Wait, hold on one second. Hearing something down there. What the hell is that?
What happened?
Turn it up. Listen to this.
What is that?
This doesn't feel right.
Terry!
Did you hear that?
What was that thing?
How long's this been open?
We do security and protection work. What is it you protect? You. They took my son, and I've been fighting him ever since.
Shh. Listen. What is that? I hear something.
This isn't good. No matter what you do, don't let him grab you. Get me out of here!
Jamie, get down! Go, go!
I got you.
All right, guys, there it is. We have watched the movie. We are going to get into some details, but first, before we do, I want to say, let's give our 5-star review, 0 to 5 stars. What would you give it? What would I give it? Do we recommend it? Do we not recommend it? That way we can get that out of the way before we get into some things that might be spoilers, and if they are, everybody can shut it off. Anybody who's seen the movie can carry on, or doesn't want to see the movie can carry on. But Mitchie, what do you think? How did you like it?
I would say it's really good for a first time seeing it, and it was a good monster movie because I haven't seen a good monster movie in a while.
Yeah. So out of 5 stars, how many would you give it?
4.
4? Okay. I thought. So I thought, despite it being a good budget movie,
Yeah.
the acting was good. Will Patton did great, which he never does bad. But anyway, I thought it was maybe a 2.5. I don't know. I just didn't think it was great.
Yeah.
I liked it that I hadn't seen it before, but as far as like where I would rank it in scary movies, maybe a 2.5. So I don't know.
I gave it, the only reason I gave it more was because it was something different. It was kind of like Lara Croft and Stranger Things and Descent all in type of a movie, but a shorter, condensed, without a whole lot of plot, which wish they would have added.
Yeah, there's a lot of backstory. We'll get into that in a minute. But I would say from a recommend scale, I would say if you haven't seen it and you like horror movies or scary movies or whatever, then I'd say go ahead and watch it. But like, I wouldn't put it high on your priority list. Sounds like maybe you liked it a little better than I did.
It was only an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was
So-
an easy watch.
Yes. So just imagine watching 2 of your favorite TV shows and that's it.
Yeah. So from that standpoint, if you've got nothing else to do, give it a shot. Give it a watch. See what you like. See what you think. And if you do watch it, comment or have seen it, comment down below and let us know what you thought about it. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, what you thought, what your overall opinion was of it. So at this point, we're going to go into a little bit more detail. And we might, I don't think we'll have any real major spoilers or anything, but we do want to talk about the movie a little bit. So if you haven't seen it or you plan to see it, then you might want to cut it off here. Give you a chance to cut it off. All right, good, gone. See you later. Okay, for those of you that are still here, Mitchie, what do you think they could have done better, or what did you like about it? What did what was your?
The acting was actually really, really good. I mean, surprisingly, it was.
It was good. It was good.
It was good for actors that we've never seen before too.
True.
And besides the one guy.
I think you said it though a minute ago about there could have been a lot more build up. Yeah. It was an hour and 20 minutes. I feel like they could have just taken 10 more minutes and maybe explained what was going on or explained the background and the history of it, what these things were,
how did they find out more information on these things? I mean, there's a lot more that could have been almost like a storytelling, like tell me how like the old man will tell you a story in the middle of a horror movie and will try to explain something to. There was no backstory.
Even the intro clip, even the first 5 minutes of the movie that tried to explain it, didn't explain it. It didn't explain that there were multiple of these things. It didn't explain what they were.
Yeah.
We just don't know anything still. And in the ending, I just
and you can guess. This is one of those movies that you. Well, I mean, there was a few places that we didn't know.
There were a whole lot of times and instances in that movie where all of a sudden, like, at the very first sign of danger, like the immediate reaction was, I'm going to sacrifice myself to save you guys.
There was a Carl in there. Everybody just
kept jumping in to offer to kill themselves to save the rest of them. Instead of like trying to figure it out and work together and
they did.
Whatever.
I mean, but they.
It was just. I mean, I'm just picturing myself in a bad situation. Like, am I just going to be like, okay, no, guys, I'll kill myself and you guys get away?
And make sure you tell my wife that I kept my favorite coat clean. It was a Carl, like
it was
from
weird,
Carl and Ellie.
Yeah, it was a weird thing where.
I just feel like they could have. I mean, there were so many different characters. You didn't know what they were. That you knew they knew more than what they were telling, and that always happens. But normally the truth comes out, and when the truth did come out, it was a 5-second truth, and it was
over.
Over.
Yeah, and there were good guys and bad guys, but then they weren't really bad guys. They were good guys protecting the bad stuff, and the good guys ended up being the bad guys because they let them out. So I mean, it was just weird.
And but you know what? They were all willing to just sacrifice the other person.
I know. The more I talk about it, the more I think I wouldn't recommend this movie.
But you know what, though? In reality, a movie that is like Descent and Stranger Things and is probably appropriate for teenage kids too to watch because they do watch Stranger Things. It's pretty appropriate for them to watch.
Yeah, there's no.
I don't even think I heard him cuss.
I don't even know if it's rated R for blood and gore because
No,
it's
it
really
just
there's
said-
just not a lot of anything in that movie. There's no language.
Yeah,
There's
no. I think if that thing was chasing me, I think I would have said it.
Yeah, I'd have been saying a few words. But
Yeah.
anyway, I don't know. I mean, give it a shot. I think what everybody has to take into context here is that we are huge horror movie fans. We've seen a ton of horror movies. And so for us to see something new that we both of us haven't seen is exciting. But the excitement of seeing something we haven't seen doesn't overtake the whether the movie's good or not. It's nice that we got to see something we hadn't seen,
But I think my only main
wouldn't
concern
recommend it.
was that if they would have just expanded on the plot, I probably would have gave it a lot. I probably would have gave it the 5 stars.
Yeah.
And the reason I like those types of where it's okay.
well,
For you, I'm going to say some mythical creature. Is that better? Mythical creature, monster. thing.
they're monsters, but they're not monsters. I don't know.
Yeah, it's an in-betweeny thing. But for that type of movie, we watch Stranger Things, we've seen Descent, we've seen, it's kind of all... I like that type of stuff. I like when Bigfoot has rabies and like...
I haven't seen that movie.
I don't know what that is, but I like those types of movies where there's like... creepy...
Yeah, the giant crocodile movies and the
Okay,
those kind of monsters.
Those have really poor
Jaws.
well, not Jaws, but the
Well,
Anaconda movie had really poor acting in it.
No way.
Anaconda
was fantastic.
Or what was the
anyway,
other? Lake Placid.
Yes, Lake Placid.
Yeah, that was the bad one.
Anyway,
Except for Betty White.
We're getting off topic
Yes.
here, but the point is, yeah, like the only mention of what it could be is partway right towards the beginning when the one guy's telling the story about drilling down into the earth as far as they can, and that they release this portal to hell kind of thing. And so I'm expecting this one like satanic creature. Instead we get these tons of these weird looking monsters that don't indicate in any way that they're from hell or that they're like so there's no religious side to it. But he goes into that whole thing about it being like a heaven and hell thing, and he's rubbing the cross in the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
And so you think that
thought
this
he
is
was a
going to
priest.
have some religious undertone to it, and then it ends up just being these like weird skin crawler things and skinwalker, not skin crawler,
Worms.
skinwalker things, and they're just it's just weird.
It is,
Now that I've talked about it, I don't recommend it. But go watch it. Let me know what you think.
It's worth a watch because the acting's not bad. If you can,
And it's not a low budget movie. They went all out, so
and
here's what it is.
pretty. I mean, it's interesting, but I wish they just would have talked more about like the plot line.
Yeah, more backstory, more to the ending, more to the carrying on of, a good horror film always has a beginning, a build up, and then the horror part, and then the end where then they ultimately set up the next movie.
And it
and
was
the
bad to
sequels.
watch with your 13, 14-year-old kid or however old. But
And in my opinion, even though I think they tried, they didn't set it up for another one.
No.
And
I would
they
hope
don't
not.
do another one.
I would hope not. It's a one and done.
Yeah, I hope so.
There's no way.
So anyway, that's what we thought. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, leave a comment down below. Let us know if you've seen it, all that good stuff, what you thought. Thank you for watching. If you like this kind of content, be sure to hit the like button. Do all those things Mitchie told you to do earlier. And that's all we got. So we will.
See you in the next one.
Yeah, we will.